go. Number 1 says, which situation results in 0? What did y'all get for A? Did y'all get A made 0?
No.
Why not?
Because 110 minus 100 equals 10.
Perfect. So on your paper, write this down for me. Exactly what y'all just said. 110 minus 100 equals 10. Good.
Well,
All right. Number B says a building has 6 floors above the ground and 2 floors below. An elevator goes down 2 floors and then goes up 8 floors. How far is the elevator
0.
from the top?
0.
Is the elevator at the top?
Yes.
Is it on the 6th floor?
Yes.
That is going to be our answer choice.
You say negative 2 plus 8 equals 6, and 6 is the top floor.
That is correct. You can, if you write that, that's good too. Avery, what's your question, babe? Yes, please. You can do it in picture form, or you can do it like Bella said. She said, if you go down 2 floors and then up 8 floors, you are on the 6th floor. Either one is fine. Either one's fine. All right, let's look at C really quick though, and figure out why it's not the correct answer. Why does
You're
C
adding.
not make 0?
You're adding.
Austin.
Because she earned $30 2 times.
So how much money did she earn after working?
$60.
That's right. All right, so she did not earn $0. And then on D, it says Emily walked 10 blocks north, and then she walked 10 blocks east. Is she back where she started? No. So if she's not back where she started, so that does not make 0. So to make a 100 or to make an A on this test grade, you need to write down everything I write down. Okay? We still recording, Bella?
Yeah.
Good deal. All right. We're going to skip everything else on that page. We're going to talk about it tomorrow. Okay? That was number 1. That was number 1. Everybody got it?
Yep.
All right. Say it again. Yes, that's what I got. All right, skip over to number 5. Number 5 says, what is 2/5 as a decimal? Van Bibber, what'd you get?
I got 3.4.
That is correct. How did you get that?
Wait, which one?
I divided 2 by 5 and I got 0.4, and then I carried the whole number and I got 3.4.
Very good. It's on the back of that front page. All right, Van Bibber said she did 2 divided by 5, and she got 0.4, and that is correct. Any questions on how to change a fraction to a decimal? Yes,
I
love.
put 3.4 underneath 3 and 2/5.
That works too.
I got C.
That's what I got. All right, 2 divided by 5 is 0.4, and then we just put the whole number 3 back in the 0 spot. Very good job. All right, number 7. Who's got number 7? What'd you get, Cameron?
C.
How'd you get C?
87 minus 20.
Okay, it says at 1 o'clock the temperature was 87 degrees. And then it was 20 degrees cooler. What does 20 degrees cooler mean? You're minusing it. It's getting colder. It's dropping. 87 minus 20 is?
67.
67 degrees. Very good job. We're good on those?
No.
All right. What about number 8? What did y'all get? Who's got number 8? What did you get, Darren?
I got A.
How did you get A?
I just left that fraction in the calculator.
How did you put it in the calculator?
3/5.
There's not an over button.
Or
Oh.
divide.
3 divided by 5.
Perfect. Good. 3 divided by 5 gives you what?
0.6.
0.6 is correct, and so that is answer choice
A.
A. Awesome. Any questions so far on those? Anybody? Belly can stop it for me, love, for right now. Then we're live. All right, here we go. Skip down to number 19. Number 19 says, what is the additive inverse of negative 2/3? What'd y'all put?
C.
Why did you put C?
Because 3/4 equals 1 point
I'm looking at 19. 19. You stick down to number 19. Abel says it's C. Anybody agree with him? Karen agrees with him.
I didn't find the problem, so.
Okay. That C is the correct answer, but why?
Because the opposite.
Very good. On your paper, underline additive inverse and write all that means is opposite. Remember, it's the fancy Nancy word for opposite. What does opposite tell you to do to the number? Or, what's another way to say that? If it's positive, you're going to make it A. And if it's negative, you're going to make it A.
Positive.
So opposite and additive inverse means change the sign, and that's it. You don't change anything about the number, you just change the sign. So if we change the sign of negative 2/3, what will it be? Positive 2/3. So Abel was correct. Good. Anybody else question on 19?
I didn't know what it was, and I didn't know that that was.
That's why I just explained it. Does that make sense?
I didn't know what the problem was, I skipped it.
Please pause that. We're rolling.
Action.
All right, look at number 18. Number 18 says the following is an example of what property? I want you to underline this part of it. Now, normally when we see parentheses, that means best friends. Look closely. Who is best friends over here?
7 and 9.
9 and 7. Who's best friends here?
9 and 7.
Did anybody change best friends?
No.
So this is not the best friend property. What's the best friend property?
Commutative.
Associative is not the answer because nobody changed best friends. Now, have we talked about at all the reflexive property?
Nope.
Don't pick that. We ain't even talked about it. The distributive properties where you do the rainbows. Is this the rainbows?
No.
Nope. That means it's got to be what?
D.
Now, if you look closely at the 7 and the 9, what happened to them? They changed
Order.
order. Good. Changed order. C-O. Commutative property. They changed order. Commutative property. All right, we're good? Any other questions on those two? All right, skip up to number 17. Now, on number 17, I need everybody to get all these problems right on this page. They're all pretty easy. But what I need you to do is, if you cannot if you don't know these fractions in your head, then you need to put them in the calculator before you start actually working the problem out. Yes, sir? I would put number 17. Yeah, that's what I would do. That's fine. Well, however you want to do it so that you'll know how to transfer it. It's fine. All right. So, what is 18 over 2? This fraction right here?
9.
It is 9. What the heck? Let me try this one more time.
That's true.
All right. What does the word sum mean?
Add.
We're going to add them together. All right. So, we're going to change. We're going to change 18 over 2 to 9, and then sum tells us to add them together. Negative 9 and positive 9 make what?
0.
It says the sum of those two numbers is equal to 0. Is that true or false?
True.
We're going to mark true. All right, on the next one, what is negative 14 divided by 2? Negative 7. The word sum tells us to do what? Add them together. Negative 7 plus 7.
Sorry. So,
False.
Negative 7 plus 7.
0.
7 negatives and 7 positives makes 0. But the question says, is that greater than 0?
No.
It is not. That's false.
False. Is it okay if I just write it to the side, true or false?
That's fine.
That's what I did.
All right, on the next one, it says sum means add. So 6 plus negative 4 plus negative 2. 6 plus negative 4 plus negative 2.
0.
That's going to give you 0. Now, the question says, is that equal to 0?
Yes.
True.
I'll take one.
Alright, and then 7 plus negative 9 plus 2. 7 plus negative 9 plus 2.
0.
That gives you 0. The problem says, is that less than 0?
No.
That is false. Alright, Bill, are we rolling?
Yep.
Somebody give me a time check. Oh, we got time for one more. We're good to go. Alright, last one on this page and then we'll go to lunch. Roll up to the top, number 16. Now, on number 16, you could do common denominators. If you did a common denominator, you would change that to 12. If 4 changes to 12, what does 3 change to? 9. And you would add and get 10 twelfths, and then you would need to reduce if you want to do it that way. The way we've been doing it most of the time is decimals though. So let's do this as decimals. What is 3/4 as a decimal? 0.75. What is 1/12 as a decimal?
0.083.
0.83 repeating. Now, we have had this question on a test before, and several people in each class would ask me about it, because when you put this in your calculator, go ahead and grab your calculators if you haven't worked it out yet. When you put this in your calculator, it's going to give you
A bad number.
answer that looks kind of weird. What answer does it give you?
0.833333333.
It takes the 0 out, and if you're not watching carefully, a lot of people didn't recognize that it changed. So they were like, my calculator's not adding this up, because they didn't realize that the calculator had, the answer does in fact take that 0 away. So it looked kind of confusing if you did it this way, but that is the correct answer. Okay, so, put it in one more time. You must have hit something wrong. Oh, I know what you did. You didn't put that 0 right there. It's 0.083 repeating. Remember to make sure you fill up the entire screen with 3s. Did you get it then?
So what's the answer?
I did it both ways.
It takes out that 0 and it puts a 0 in front of the dot.
Yes. Alright, so now we need to check our answer choices because I don't have that memorized. I don't know what that is. What is 1/3 as a decimal? 0.3 repeating. What is 1/4 as a decimal?
0.25.
What is 5/6 as a decimal?
0.8333333.
There's our answer. So what you're going to do is you're going to divide your answer choices. 1 divided by 3, 1 divided by 4, 5 divided by 6. And 5 divided by 6 does match up.
I did it both ways.
Excellent. Any questions about those two?
Nope.
We're good?
Yep.
Or you can cut it off, Bella. Sweet muffin.